back right now? Now bring it back there. Woo! I see you. Now see, I'm gonna do it like CK. Now shake it, girl. Come on and just shake it, girl. Come on and let it pop like girl. Come on and let it pop like girl. Yo, back it up, girl. Back it up, girl. Back it up, girl. Back it up, girl. Woo! Woo! Yo, yo.
Okay, I really want to keep playing the song, but I told we was gonna start at 9:05. So I gotta get started. Don't worry, I will come back to that. Missy is amazing, and I think she is the person right now that I'm channeling my energy because I'm feeling so good tonight. It is so good to see everybody. We are at 75 participants. I need your help. We had a goal to get to 200, and I don't think that people really read the instructions when we said just use the link at the time that we're starting. So if you could do me a favor and share the flyer really quickly and just say, join me right now for the National Black Youth Town Hall. Look at Computer. Wait, that's not your name, but it says Computer in your display name. But Computer pulled up 2 phones and was like, I am ready. So I want to change. Right now, share the flyer. Tell people, text it to somebody. I'm not asking you to tell everybody, but you should tell everybody. Tell some people. We want to have a national conversation for the next 53 minutes, okay? And we need as many voices from across the country as possible. If y'all can help us get to 200, that'd be amazing. We're looking for all the young people right now to join to have this really important discussion. And I'm seeing so many people shout out the youth councils that are in the house. I'm so excited that you all are here. I'm seeing people shout out their cities and state. If you haven't done so already, just say hello a little bit to the group. You know, we still virtual in Zoom. So we got to show each other some love and just introduce ourselves. I know that it is hard to create a space on Zoom in most organizations or in your class. But if you know anything about an NAACP Youth in College Zoom party, you know it's going to be fire and lit. So make sure you please share the flyer. We're trying to get to 200 together. I believe we can do it. If every person here invites one more person, we're going to get to our goal. So with that being said, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Tiffany Dina Lofton, for those who don't know. And I have the pleasure of serving as the National Director for the Youth in College Division at the NAACP. And I am very excited to introduce the rest of the staff team very quickly. And when I introduce you, just raise your hand and wave. So we have, in no particular order, actually, I'm gonna try to do it in seniority, backwards. We have Mr. Russell Boyd II, who is our National Field Organizer. Russell, say hello to everybody. Then we have Mr. Derek Lewis, who is also our second half of the regional organizers in the NAACP Youth and College Division, national organizer. Please say hello, Derek, so they can see you. He did the peace sign because that's how cool he is. And then we have Madam Dominique Waters, who used to be Dominique Smith, but has since been married in 2020. Some of us have been coming up this year. And Miss Dominique Waters serves as our national program coordinator for all of our programs. You recognize her from vote.org. Vote.org, sorry, Vote for Me. We also have the wonderful and incredible, detailed-oriented, super fantastic executive assistant, Miss Danielle Dempsey, who is also here with us. And last but not least, we have Mr. Wisdom Cole, who is our national organizing manager. Y'all have seen him 100 times on every Zoom. So I am excited that the entire staff team is here tonight. We want to make sure that you understand what tonight is about. So tonight is very simple. We have one goal. We're not here to talk about hypotheticals and theories and people's feelings and debrief the year. We already had a debrief for the civic engagement work. If you missed it, you can find it on YouTube. What we want to do is have a conversation with you all tonight. And when I say conversation, I mean that in every essence of the word. A conversation with you all tonight to talk about what are the things that the Youth in College Division movement at the NAACP, what are the things that we should focus on for next year? We're going to share with you all some priorities from the from the elected administration that is coming into office in the executive office next year. And we want to figure out and hear from you all. I'm never going to tell y'all what we need to do. We need to tell each other what we need to do. So you're going to do that with us for the rest of the hour. And I'm excited with every single staff member who's going to facilitate our pieces. We're going to do breakout groups tonight. So y'all will be able to have intimate conversations with each other to kind of debate some things. 3 guiding questions. We are taking notes on everything. And also, this is being recorded and live streamed to YouTube. So you can go back and watch your beautiful face later. So outside of that, I can't go to the next slide because I'm sharing my screen. So I'm going to pass it to Wisdom, or am I going over community agreements? Okay, I'm passing it to Wisdom.
What's going on, y'all? It's good to see everybody. Good to be here with y'all. I really wanted to go over the community agreements that we're going to have for our town hall tonight. All of us are coming from different experiences, different youth councils, different college chapters, different junior youth councils. And as we enter 2021, we want to make sure we get an accurate voice in terms of what y'all want to see the Youth and College Division do. And so as we are doing this town hall tonight, I want you to trust and honor your experiences and honor each other. It's really important that we were respecting each other's voice in the space. We want folks to practice using I statements, right? I know we've all been through different experiences and had different experiences in the NAACP. And so speak using I statements. Trust the facilitators. You know, we are youth and college staff. We've been doing this work with y'all for a minute. Some of you since 2018. And so we have been here for so far and so long. So we want to continue trusting the facilitators, ask questions of each other. They'll have the opportunity to speak to one another in breakout sessions. Take care of yourself. We're only here for an hour. And so it's really important to take care of yourself. And then remember why you're here, right? We're setting the tone for the upcoming year. So before we get started, I'm going to go over our icebreaker question. And I want y'all to really think about this year and think about all the great and amazing things that the Youth and College Division has done just in 2020. And what would you consider a victory, right? What would you consider a victory? What's something that you may have done with your youth council, with your college chapter? And I want you to drop your response in the chat box, and we're going to read some of them aloud. What do you consider a victory? Keeping in touch with my friends. It is a pandemic. We definitely need to make sure we are staying in touch with our people. Organizing a successful civic engagement campaign. You know, that's right, President Callum. Still alive. Yeah, true. Very, very true. Not getting COVID. Registering first-time voters. Me and my family being healthy and alive. Miss Kamala and Mr. Biden winning. Keeping grades up in school. That's definitely very important during this period of time. Staying in touch with friends, having a Black woman as a vice president, surviving. That's true. If anything you did this year, you survived. It is necessary that we're surviving. So we're seeing a lot of victories happening. People placing in AXA winners, folks registering, educating voters in Mississippi. So we've done so much this year. And so we want to continue to pull from the experiences that you've had, staying happy, staying healthy, being active members, being active participants. And we want to make sure we are putting that into the different policies and procedures that we're going to be doing within the NAACP through our campaign. So next, I'm going to pass it over to my colleague, Mr. Russell Boyd, who's going to be doing our short policy presentation about the plans coming from Joe Biden and Kamala Harris.
Thank you so much, Wisdom, and thank you everybody for joining the call this evening. We're really excited to have this very intentional and inclusive discussion over what we feel needs to happen and how we feel as young Black folks and as Black folks in America about how we need to move forward in engaging this current administration and making sure that our issues are at the forefront. So if we could just move on to the next slide, we can definitely dive right into it. So bam, we have the issue of education here. Education, all of us, something that a lot of us and mostly all of us are very passionate about. The Biden-Harris administration has definitely set forth a few of their visions about what they believe K through 12 education should look like and what higher education and student loan debt should look like as well. Definitely on the K through 12 side, making sure that they're more inclusive of their recruiting practices to be inclusive of teachers of color, investing in mental health resources, and eliminating the funding gap between white and non-white schools and school districts. And on the higher education side, something that a lot of us are very, very excited about and pushing for is the cancellation of student loan debt. They're offering at the moment $10,000 of student loan debt for every single person with student debt. Also making public college free for folks who make below $125,000 a year, and definitely putting more investment into HBCUs, TCUs, MS and MSIs, and something else that's very, very important that I definitely hope people are keeping their mind on to is reinstating the DACA program. And something I definitely want to encourage everybody is that these are just a few things that we pulled from the campaign and vision as a whole, but definitely making sure that you all use these links that are available here to read the plan in its entirety and definitely get a better understanding of it so that you can make your own opinions and definitely know how you would like to engage with the administration about their plans. And we have some other issues that we want to discuss as well on the next slide that are more relevant to gun violence, police terrorism, and democracy. Gun violence is something that we have focused on and prioritized in the Youth and College Division. And the Biden-Harris administration has put forth a promise to address the daily acts of gun violence that disproportionately affects communities of color, putting a ban on assault rifles and high-capacity magazines. And definitely something that really stuck out to me that I think is important is understanding that gun violence has definitely affected Gen Z mentally and the mental emotional capacity of Gen Z specifically. So definitely expanding the federal government's response to the mental and emotional trauma of gun violence and as it relates more specifically to Gen Z. In terms of police terrorism, something that has been at the forefront of a lot of the action that's been happening on the ground across America in 2020 in general. Something that they have said is hiring additional police officers and giving them more training around a community policing approach, establishing an independent task force for tackling discrimination in the justice system, and investing in more mental health resources in schools. So taking out police officers in schools and investing more in mental and emotional care professionals to regulate and to address behavioral issues that are happening in the schools. And in terms of our democracy, making sure that we have a very strong DOJ that's protecting voting rights, making sure that discrimination is illegal, and protecting our environment and the things that are related to our lives, our laws around very specific things that disproportionately impact the Black community and communities of color. And again, making sure that you take some time, if you can, to definitely read through thoroughly the visions of the Biden and Harris administration so that you can have a better understanding of the specifics of everything and be able to formulate very sound opinions and know how you want to take action around that as an individual, but also as a collective. So we've heard some things about the Biden administration and what they're doing. We've heard that, but we want to decide or have an understanding of how do we engage it? How do we select what's an issue? How do we understand that and how we're able to engage those things? And we're going to have a quick little teachable moment about how we can understand those differences so that how we can have a clear understanding of putting forth direct action. So there's a difference between a problem and an issue. Some people conflate the two, but they're very different. A problem is what's wrong. An issue is the solution to the problem. So a problem, student loan debt, over $1.6 trillion of student loan debt. That's a problem. That's what's wrong. The solution, the issue is student loan forgiveness. That's the solution to that problem. Same thing, police brutality. That's the problem. That's what's wrong. Our issue, defund the police. That's a solution to the problem. So understanding those two so that it gives you a better understanding of what exactly is the problem that I'm trying to address. What is the thing that I want to solve that problem so that I can go about putting forth the necessary actions and efforts to effectively address it and get the things that I need in order to liberate the community. And in that, when you're choosing an issue, you want to really formulate it in these really three important things. The first is making sure that it's a real victory that can improve people's lives, something that's realistic, that's tangible, something that people can wake up and say, this is realistic, we can definitely do this, I can achieve it. And having that clear understanding and that shared vision definitely helps enhance your ability to choose the issue and make people want to be a part of the work that goes into that. And also making people aware of their own power. We know and we've seen, because y'all did amazing work in this general election and are continuing to do so down in Georgia around the election, the power that you have, the power of being young Black folks, understanding that power and knowing the power that you have. We kind of went over this a little bit back in July. It seems like so long when we did our Black Civic Summer, when we understood the different power structures in our power and our positions and understandings of these different systems. So once you have that awareness of your own power, you're then able to engage and understand an issue in a way to where you're able to understand it as something that's achievable. You're able to explain it to people to where they get excited about it and want to be a part of it. And also altering the relationships of power by building permanent and strong organizations. This is something that's very, very important. What this is basically, you're in the NAACP. People are going to know institutions of power, the incoming administration, Congress, whomever. We can't do anything without knowing the NAACP is not going to address us on it. We have to have that strong power to where they don't make decisions, they don't consider things without understanding that the NAACP is going to be on them first about it, or that they should be consulting with the NAACP or whatever the case may be to understand what they need to be doing as it relates to the Black community and the things that are going to liberate the Black community and just our communities in general. So those are three really big, important buckets to understand when choosing an issue. And it definitely helps organize it and put it in a way that's digestible, that you're able to not only understand it for yourself, but understand it to where you can communicate it to other people, get people to join the movement and be able to do the work collectively, effectively, and successfully. So with that, that's a quick little teach-in. I hope that you enjoyed it. Definitely interested in continuing to have that conversation as we move forth into 2021 and as we move forth into our next session, in which I'll allow our amazing executive assistant, Danielle, to provide you with some instructions on.
So yes, our Madam Director, Tiffany, will randomly place you all into breakout groups. And during the 25 minutes, we want you all to introduce yourselves, obviously your name, your city, and your role. Also, during that, we need someone to be a note taker, and that person will be responsible to submit those notes to that link that's right there, and it'll also be in the chat as well so that you can have it. And then also you need to answer the following questions, which will be on the next slide after this. And then lastly, choose a speaker that will also be your policy agenda wrap. That will be the policy agenda community. So if you want to go to the next slide, these are the three questions that we all would like for you to really think about when you get into those groups. Again, Tiffany will randomly place you in those groups and you have 25 minutes. And then again, whoever is your note taker, make sure they are responsible to submit those notes. And Tiffany, take it over.
All right, y'all about to be warped. Here we go.
All my gangster niggas is in the building on this one. You know.
Bye.
It's real. Hussein, what's happening, nigga? I see you. Alright, shadows pop back. Yeah. My nigga 01 in the motherfucking house. Oh, Wiz.
Sorry, I didn't know how much cuss out. That was a clean version. I'm about to move people into it. I really like that song. Can't play that. All right, you're going into your breakout groups. If you are on your phone, please make sure that you you see the option on your phone, or I'm going to manually move you. I still have too many people here, but you're being moved right now. Please accept it. Don't reject it. Respectfully.
And
I'll come back and play jazz music. What'd you say, Wiz?
And Al in the house.
Okay. I'm assigning some of y'all to random rooms because you didn't do it right. Here we go. Boom, 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 boom. Avery, I'm sending you to 7. Oh, are y'all coming back to the room? Wait a minute. It says not joined. Y'all have to accept it or otherwise you can't go. Please don't come back. Boom. Oh, all right. Let me see. Galaxy, I am sending you. I know your name's not Galaxy, but it says Galaxy. Let me see if I could move you. Give me a second. Some of y'all didn't send you to a room. How come? Kelly, did it ask you to join a room? I got too many people in this one. How come it didn't move you all to the room? That's so weird. Okay, I got you, Mr. Davis. Wes, are you also the co-host? Can you go to room 12 real quick? Let's see what they need.
I was trying to tell me to room 11.
Let me send you to 12. Give me 1 second. I'm actually going to make Derek a co-host as well because somebody in room 16 needs help. Kelly, Sue, Avery, and Manny, what's the instructions that it's giving you? How come it keeps sending y'all back?
Our branch is has been run by our president for a long time, and we just had a lot of good people become active. So we're all super brand new to it.
And, somebody else is on a conference call. Mr. Manny, Mr. Cunningham, Miss Johnson, what's the instructions? What is it telling you? Because for some reason y'all are still in the room with us. How come? I'm sending you to breakout groups, but y'all keep coming back.
I'm sorry, Miss Tiffany. Mine is Mr. Manny computer is the one with issues. Could you please send this one? I am getting an instruction from it, but that computer doesn't work with audio and video properly.
It doesn't? Okay, let me see 1 second.
Yeah, so I'm signed in, but this is the account. I'm signed in with the proper computer. Sorry.
You're fine. Let me see if I could send you to a room like this. And good to see you again. Okay, hold on 1 second.
Likewise.
Hey, Armani just joined. And Amari is here. That's so weird. It's not letting me send you to a room.
Well, I'll join the other one because I can still use the chat section. So thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
No problem. If I figure it out and you move to, you might be in 2 separate rooms by the time I figure it out. So I'll try to leave it alone.
Thank you.
No problem. Ladies, welcome. I'm sending y'all to rooms. So please don't come back to the main room. We're in breakouts right now. You missed the first 30 minutes of instructions, but we have questions in the breakout. So you'll get them when you get there. And I'm actually going to type the questions. Oh, and they have them in the link, don't they? Derek, would you mind posting the link one more time? Or no, actually you can't because I can do it. 1 second.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask if you can do it.
Yes, sir. Calvin, I'm sending you to a room because we're in breakouts, love. So you're going to room 3. Irene, I'm sending you to room 2. Devana, pretty name, I'm sending you to room 9. Okay, I'm trying to figure out why the rest of y'all are still here. I think it's because you rejected it and it won't let me send you to a new one. It's never done that before. It's weird. It's not letting me send y'all to rooms. Okay. Staff, do you know how to move folks? Who else is a co-host?
I'm a co-host, but I can't move folks because it's trying to put me into a room. So if you want to put me into a room, I can hop into a room.
Yeah, I think it's only the host. I'll say what it is.
Really? And if I change host privileges, I won't have it anymore, huh?
Right.
Gotcha. No worries. Let me see something. Hold on. If I do this, actually, aren't you signed in, Derek, into the Youth in College also?
Yeah, but the one that is in the breakout room right now. I can come back.
I think that might be it. Can you hang up on that real quick? I know we can't hear you, but can you hang up on that real quick? Because right now there's 2 hosts for one account, and I don't know, it's not letting me move people. It sent you to a room? Or you just joined a room?
I joined the room.
Okay, yeah, I don't know why it's doing that. Hold on. And people are asking for help in rooms and I can't send y'all there. That's never happened before. I'm usually able to send people.
Yeah, it's not allowing me to do it either.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Okay, they had a question. They were trying to figure out why the link only had 2 questions on the front. I said, you got to fill that part out and go to next so that it opens up the rest of the questions. We should have said that in the instructions. I didn't get that. Okay. Angel, welcome. We're in breakout groups, so I'm going to send you to breakout groups really quickly. So introduce yourself when you get there. And Andrea, I'm doing the same thing for you. And perfect. Wait, Andrea, you came back. Don't come back, love. You got to go straight to the room. Hey, Maggie. I'm sending you to a breakout room, love. People are already meeting. So you're going to go to room 9. Okay. I might have to ask the folks who are still here to quickly sign out and sign back in because what it seems like it's doing is the people who are joining, I'm able to send them to rooms, but the folks who rejected it the first time, it's not letting me resend it to you. So come on back. Perfect. Admit. Nope. Still not. That didn't fix it either. Are y'all just on the audio? I'm trying to figure out why that's doing it. Nope, that didn't do it.
I personally I placed them in the breakout room. I mean, in the waiting room.
Oh, you did.
Mm-hmm. But that's all I have the access to.
That worked. That worked. That worked. Okay, Manuel, here you go. Wait, he told me a room and I forgot what it was. What let me say?
Say
He said, as Mr. Manny, but I don't see where Mr. Manny is. Let me see. Got it. 10. Here we go. Okay. Hold on. Assigned to room 10. That did fix it. Connie, you're going to room 8. Pyramid, you're going to room 16. Okay, but I still got Kelly and Galaxy S8 and Robert Cunningham. I thought I just moved Robert. Oh. Try that again, Derek, what you just did. I might be able to do it again, please. Yep, that did work. CJ, room 7.
Hey, what's up, CJ?
Okay. Kelly, you just got to be in a big group with us, babe, because this thing ain't working. You were the only person that's like, what kind of device are you using? Why is it doing this? And Galaxy S8, can you say something real quick so I know you're a real person or not a machine? Robert's going to kick it with us too. Hold on. Room 8 needs some help. 1 second. I'll be right back.
Hi. Galaxy 8.
Hey, Galaxy 8. When Tiffany comes back, she'll be able to move you to a breakout room. So just give us a few moments and we'll be able to.
Okay, thank
Hey, Miss Holmes. Miss Holmes a trooper, y'all. That's an OG in the movement. Miss Holmes, right now we have everybody in breakouts, but once Tiffany comes back, she's the main host. She'll be able to move you to your specific breakout.
I love that. There's a young guy named Hilton who's in his room. He can't be no older than 15. And he's like, so we're taking notes and I'm the only person taking notes and we're supposed to put it in the thing, but how do we get question number 2, number 3? And I was like, this is how you do it. And he's like, okay, cool. Thanks for the help. I was like, no problem. Too cool.
Hey, Tiff, Miss Holmes just joined us and Galaxy 8 is responding. Could you move them to the breakout room?
Move him to the, I can't. I have to move them to the waiting room if that worked, because that's what worked last time. See, like Rodney just joined, and so I can move Rodney to a room. I'm gonna move him to 7. And he's gone. Yeah, see, if you put him in the waiting room, so Terry Hughes just joined, I can move him to 16. I'm trying to keep the numbers even in the breakout rooms. But for some reason, when y'all joined, it won't let me. Joyce just entered. I'm assigning Joyce to room 11. Is someone helping to administer people into the room? Because I think that's probably what's confusing the thing. Because they're coming into the main room, but I'm sending them to breakouts. Terry, are you seeing a notification on your computer or phone to ask you to join a breakout room? Because I just sent you to one.
No, ma'am, I don't see it yet.
You don't see it yet? Okay, that's weird. Because I'm looking at it and it says not joined. Rodney, yours too. It says not joined. I'm gonna move you to another room, Rodney. 1 second. I'm moving you to room 12. Please don't
Okay.
reject it. Okay, here we go.
I haven't seen it yet, so yeah.
No problem. Yeah, it says not joined. It's not letting you're not joining it. Let me see.
Huh.
Room
Let
3.
me check and see. Okay, I think I see it now. It didn't come up, but it was in the side area. I'll leave
Oh,
now.
okay. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Alrighty, and then let's see. I'm gonna move Shalandra, pretty name, to room 14, and let's try Terry again. Terry. Yeah, I think it's on. Y'all just have to like accept it. Wisdom, Derek. Room 14. Okay, Shalandra. It said that it popped up, but it says it says not joined. So I am sending you to room 6. And Kelly, you were 15. It says not joined. I'm sending you to 14. Here we go. Try to search around and you might have a bunch of windows open and it pops up. So you got to look for it. Terry says you have not joined room 16. So I'm going to try this again.
Oh, I see it. It says room 16 for me.
Perfect. Okay. Yeah. Click accept on that. And you should walk. There you go. Let's see. There we go. I knew it was y'all. It was not me. Kelly, I'm going to do it one more time. The only people who said not join the staff. Everybody else should be. Shalandra, it says you're still here. How come? Room 4. Look around on your computer for me to make sure that it sent you. And then Robert Cunningham, it says you are rejecting the invitation. How come? I think this is a robot. Mr. Robert, are you here? Are you a human being or are you a robot? Going once. Going twice. Happy holidays. Okay. Robert is gone. It might have been my little brother. I don't know who Robert is. Let's see. I still got a bunch of people in this room. Oh, no, I don't. I'm good. Except for Kelly. Kelly, you can stay. You know us. Hold on 1 second. Let's enter Paris and Brian. Welcome, Paris. Welcome, Brian. Y'all are a little late, but that's okay. I'm going to send you to a breakout room, okay? So make sure you look around on your computer to accept it because folks have been having issues not seeing it. So I just sent Brian to a room. And Paris, beautiful name, I am sending you to a room as well. Hold on. Okay, Brian says you didn't join. You're rejecting the invitation. I just sent you to a new room. It should pop up again. And Paris, where are you? Here we go. You want a room 11, Paris. No, room 14.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. You just got to look around for the thing because some people can't find it. If you have a bunch of tabs open or windows open, it might look kind of funny, or you might not be able to see it. Staff, can you Slack me the time check, please? So I know how to message to people. Russell. Mommy. Brian, are you a real person or are you a robot? Okay, Brian, you have a couple seconds to answer, or I'm gonna have to remove you. Maggie, why'd you come back?
Oh, I thought we were done with our questions.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, perfect. People should be on share and reflections. So how much, I'm sorry, Russell, tell me how much time people have left, because I have to send that to people in the message. Are they done at 9:45? Got it. So everybody's gonna come back. One more minute. I really want to play my song, but I can't because I got too many cuss words. Ja Rule messed it up. And I do not see the clean version. That's okay. You know who I can play.
That one song you was playing, I had to literally go in the gym and had to download it. It was the T.I. song. That you
Oh, I got you.
Oh my gosh, I freaking love that song.
You're welcome.
I don't even listen to T.I., but that particular song.
Putting people on new music.
I was like, I like that song.
I can't play the whole thing because YouTube will kick us off the video because we don't have the rights to join.
You know what I wanna do? Try to take you over the moon. I just wanna sip of the juice, yeah. Oh, you know what I wanna do? Try to take you over the moon. I just wanna sip of the juice, yeah, yeah.
This was it, Danielle? Okay. All right, D, you're up. They're closing in 50 seconds. Who knows what 143 means? Let's see if people are old enough to know what 143 means. Type it in the chat. What's 143? Maggie said, just share your playlist, Tiffany. Maggie, you already know how I do. I just be playing. I don't have a playlist. I just be singing stuff. Maggie be with me on my IG Live sometimes when I'm just jamming out. Nobody knows what 143 means? What does it mean? Anybody know what it means? Danielle got it right. Thank you. Thank you. That's a pretty name. Vania. They didn't have real phones.
It's Vanya.
Vanya, thank you. That's a beautiful name. Vanya. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Mr. Derek Lewis, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Tiffany, for giving me the floor. Real quick, everyone, Russell had the opportunity to go through what were the administrative priorities for the Biden-Harris campaign, but also group that in with the problems that currently exist. And with you as leaders, the first thing I kind of want to do is kind of ask a question and pose a question towards you all of what are the issues that you all came up with? Remember that the issues are the solutions to the current problems. So if you guys could join me verbally, if you want to, or if you can join me in the chat, could you please share with us of what were the issues that you all came up with? I mean, verbally.
I'll share from, I think it was breakout room number 12, I think I was in. Issue, I want to make sure I have it correct, was talk space to address issues such as racism in our community.
I'm sorry, Jasmine, it was hard to hear. Would you mind repeating that, please?
As far as our group, our breakout room, an issue that we discussed is having that talk space and open space for people to address racism and in a comfortable place within the community.
Mm-hmm. So providing safe spaces to where you guys can come up with strategic plans and different advocacy tactics to advocate for the problem that exists in your problem. Did I understand that right?
Yes, you did.
Perfect. Would anybody else like to share with me verbally? And I know I said verbally and I got all audio, but if you can join me on the camera too, that would be great.
Hey, Derek. So I was in breakout room 5, and one of the things that we talked about was gun violence. That was a huge issue. I feel like we were on that topic for a minute, but one of the things that I don't want to speak for everyone because I don't remember every little thing that everybody said, but some of the things we touched on were having stricter gun laws and looking at gun violence in regards to intersectionality and how that plays a role in our gun laws now.
Right. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to pivot to the next question right now. So you guys have came up with solutions. You guys have came up with those demands and what you feel like what will be the next wave of solutions and policy recommendations that we want to see. But understanding like what is the significance of us coming together to create this agenda, right? We're not just saying like, hey, let's get together on this Tuesday night and have everybody come here and just come up with it. But what's the reason? What is the significance of us coming up with this youth agenda at this moment?
Hey, Derek, this is Amon. I would say, obviously we saw during the election that youth came out in record numbers in this election in 2020, and they voted and they were like, we're done, we're through with this. And even if they did not like some of the policies or whatever the case may be that Joe Biden and Kamala had put out, they still went out and voted anyway, because they knew that in order to move the country forward, in order to get the policies that we want to see passed, we have to vote out the specific administration that was in before. And so I think that the power in us coming together just really shows that we are coalition building, we are building coalition and making sure that we are recognizing that our voices do matter, and you really can't pass any policies without making sure that you're recognizing the youth who got you there, specifically Black youth who put them in the position that they are in now. So that's something I would say. That's why it's significant for us to come together and create this agenda, so that they know that we didn't just show up to vote just because, but we showed up to vote because you will make sure that student loan debt, is canceled. You will do these things. And if you don't, then there will be major issues coming up within either during or after your 100 days.
Right. And that's real. I loved everything that you said, especially when you was talking about coalition building, right? It's about us as a people. Who are we working in unison with? Who are we building coalition with? And also, like you just said, what it really sounded like you said in layman terms is just flexing our power, right? Flexing our power as we did at the ballot box. And now that just because we voted for you, not saying that we're going to stop right there. We're going to apply pressure and also make sure that whatever you said is related to your platform, or really as relates to the Black community, that you live up to those expectations that you set forth. So appreciate you sharing that of mine. Would anybody else like to share out?
May I piggyback off of what she said?
Are you from Utah?
I am from Utah.
Okay, how you doing?
Good. Good, I'm good. I am from Utahnia. But I would just like to piggyback off of what Ahmad said and say that, also to show the world that we are not forgotten, because a lot of the times they expect us to just fade away after we do something this big, because the election, especially for Black youth, was huge and our voices were heard and they mattered. But this just shows the significance of us coming together, just shows that we are not going to fade away and that we are not forgotten, that you will remember each and every one of our names, that you will remember the NAACP Youth and College Division. And just like Ahmad said, you will do these things, these demands and these solutions that we are coming up with, they will happen. Not, oh, can you, may you, please? No, they are going to happen. And it's shown through our numbers, not just through our voices, but the fact that we are showing up, especially together like this, the fact that we are strategizing with one another and then taking it to them like these are our demands. So yeah, that's just all I had to say.
And it's real. People always say, well, and the data shows us as well that millennials and Gen Z make up the largest voting bloc. And they were saying that in the upcoming 2020 election, that will be the majority, right? And then on top of that, once we got to 2020, the question was, were they going to turn out? And what we did was we showed them that we were. And basically what you just said, Chan, you gave me some chills when you said, we will, right? We've showed our power. We've came up with the power, right? We've organized each other. We've used relational organizing. We got people involved in the movement, and using that pressure, applying that pressure, and getting new people involved into the movement, right? I see that we have Tiana. Hey, Tiana, she's 10 years old, if you don't know, and she's not even eligible to vote, but she's figuring out, okay, how do I get involved into this democratic process? Because now when she is 18, she'll be an expert, she'll be able to understand, and hopefully the issues that we're facing now will no longer exist when Tiana is able to vote. So I agree, and shout out to Terry Hughes from Utah for adding that to the conversation. Last question. So you all are part of the NAACP. If not, somebody invited you from the NAACP, and maybe this can be your, if you are part of the church, maybe this can be you accepting your calling, or you accepting the invitation, and the invitation is coming to the NAACP. But for those who are part of the NAACP structure, and you are a member, you are a state conference president, a unit president, or just a general body member, we want to know, how can staff be more supportive to the issues, be more supportive to the campaigns and the ideas that you came up with in your sessions? What'd you say? I think you're on mute. Kyra, what'd you say? I can't hear you. Oh, you said it was Miles Gabriel. Miles, how can staff be more supportive towards implementing these ideas that you came up with as it relates to the problems that currently exist? How can staff be more supportive towards the work that you are doing on the ground?
Thank you. Thank you for calling on me. And I'll be glad to explain that. I think that as a whole, everybody speaking here on this call tonight, everybody that's in our school districts, our churches, our grocery stores, everybody that you talk to on a daily basis, that communication helps everybody. That's number one. Communicating with everybody, making sure that you're making those connections early on and keeping those connections between NAACP National Youth and College Division, NAACP state conferences, talking to chapters from all across the United States, making sure that we have those connections I think that's our number one help. And supporting. Even when it is politics and we do have to handle government, making sure that you go out and you support your church family that's going to go and help out the senator who's running for office, making sure that you're helping out the school board, making sure that you're helping the 18-year-old who decided she's going for school board president. When we support each other, we see what happens. We saw what happened with Black Panther, how that movie did amazing. We see what happens when we support other Black people as a family. And yes, I'm calling all of us a family. No, we're not blood related, but we have that spiritual connection. We need to support one another. And that's our biggest help right now. Connection, communication, and support. So yeah, I think that's our biggest lead right now. And whatever we can do to uplift that is what's going to lead us to the future. So
appreciate you, Miles. And with no further ado, I will kick it off to our national director, Tiffany Dina Lofton, to close us out.
Thank you, sir. Miles, you know what? We should have just ended on your note, because that was right on point. We are, and I wrote in the chat that y'all are definitely related to me. If y'all see me in the street, y'all better act like y'all know who I am. And I'm invited to all of your cookouts and all of your Christmas dinners this year. So I am going to just repeat what you said, Miles, which is not only are we all a family, but similar to what other folks have said, we have the power to do whatever it is that we want to do. And I want to be very clear that when we focus on systems or the mechanics or the petty, we're not doing what we're supposed to be doing. Our only job is to make sure that we are advancing an agenda to support young Black people around the country, to help people be aware of their own power and build strong organizations, just like Russell said earlier. That is our primary focus. Everything else should help us get there. But the things that y'all talked about today in the chat, from staying healthy to empowering young people to making sure that we can fight for economic justice, ending police brutality, racial justice, COVID-19 relief. Someone talked about the vaccine, but I'm not going to go there. Immigration, gun violence, national security, food insecurities, the digital divide, education. That is what we're focused on, not compliance. Okay. That is what we're focused on. Compliance helps us get here. So with that being said, Wisdom just shared again a piece of the discussion. If you did not get a chance to fill out your form, please do. And then I want to share with you some next steps and closing announcements. We told you I was going to be an hour, and I know it is the holidays, and I also know that you are tired of Zoom. So we're not going to keep you on there longer than that. Here are the next steps. One, we have folks, if you did not get a chance for your group and you were the note taker to fill out the form, please do. Because if you were the person who took the notes, you're going to be a part of our policy agenda committee. If your group did not do that, then you are lucking out and making sure your voice is heard on this committee. We need those people, the policy agenda committee folks, to come together, and narrow down those issues in that survey. Okay. That way we're going to be able to find out what is going to be the youth and college agenda for 2021. Y'all just decided it. We just got to get to the nitty gritty and figure it out. So the policy writing agenda is going to do that. Once we do that, we're going to send that to everybody in the membership. If you are not getting our emails or you're not connected to the membership, here's how you do it. Number one, follow us on Instagram. I have this internal goal to get to 10,000 followers by the end of the year. We only need 500 more. Number two, make sure that you join the listserv. Staff, can you help me? We're going to share the link for the listserv. Please make sure you join it, because we send out email communications and everybody's saying we don't hear from staff. We don't get the emails from the staff. That's why, because we're not stealing your email. We need you to give it to us. So feel free to complete that form. We need your first name, last name, state, city, and email. And once you get that, you're going to get the immediate next email, so that way you can find out what we're going to do with our agenda. And then lastly, there's the group meet for youth in college. We're going to share that link as well. And then you can join the group meet. You can download the app on your phone. Yes, it works on iPhone and Android, even though iPhones are the best. And you can join the group chat. Okay. So that's how you're going to stay connected. We're going to have the policy agenda committee help us narrow down these options so that you all can vote on them and we can decide what we're working on and taking up next year. Listen, y'all already said it, but I got to repeat it. We all worked very hard this year. So give yourselves a round of applause for not just surviving, but thriving and leading this nation to a better end. We are not what we looked like back in January. A lot of things have become possible. We've been able to pay people stimulus packages. They told us they could never pay people. We've been able to pause student loan repayments. They told us they couldn't do that. They're doing it. We're able to make sure that people have housing and food. They told us they couldn't do that. We're able to make sure that people are safe and don't get sick. They told us they weren't able to do that. 60 million people lost their jobs. They had to send out stimulus packages, right? They told us they could never free people from prison. This year, a lot of people got out of prison, okay? So everything that they told us wasn't true is true. And it only happened because of the 104 people on this call. There was 118 earlier. 104 people on this call who lead our communities every single day. So you deserve to be celebrated. You deserve to take a break and sleep and eat your favorite food. You deserve to play your favorite music. And then you deserve to come back and demand your agenda from the people that you elected into office. So God willing, I'm looking forward to seeing you all after the holidays so we can get back to work. But in the meantime, season's greetings, happy Kwanzaa, Black people, happy holidays, everybody. And I love you all. Thank you so much for joining us on this night's Black Youth Town Hall. We will see you all very soon. Sign up for the emails. Love y'all. Good night.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank y'all.
Thank
Have a
you
good
for
night.
having me. Bye. Bye.
Thank you, guys.
Good night, everyone. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Good night.
Thank you.
Thank you, Trent. You win.
That's my song.
Yo, Tiffany, I love you. Show you my hair, but I can't.
Jerry, you're the best. Everybody do it at the same time. Same time.
Like, hey,
same time. Hey.
I don't have no rhythm.
Who said they ain't got no rhythm?
This is music.
Sing it, Terry. Beyonce didn't know what she was doing with that remix.
Totally agree.
If you're in Georgia, make sure you vote.
Girl, it's a shame.
Ditto about Beyonce messing up the song.
For what? I see you, Manuel. You singing. I see you on mute. Wait a minute. Tracy just said in the chat, Tracy just said the bumblebees is coming for all of us because all of us drag Beyonce, and this is live on YouTube. I just want y'all to know the headline is going to be NAACP doesn't like Beyonce, and that's going to be a horrible story. Please don't talk about, we love Beyonce. We love her.
Love
her.
Just love you to Beyonce.
Y'all better correct that.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
This is Black barbecue music.
Before I let go.
Derek, it's your turn for the choreography. Go. Everybody got to do it. Up, up.
I can't let you go.
Russell, you up next. You better do it. Go ahead, Russell, your turn. Hey! Danielle, your turn. Hurry up, put the song on. Hey, hey. Dominique, close us out. Hey. Yo, we should have been doing that on every Zoom. Good night, everybody. God bless y'all. Be safe. Wait, staff, stay. Hold on. Let me take a picture. Staff, smile. Got it. Okay, cool. All right. Good night, everybody.